You know what? It's actually not too loud. It gets really dusty around here, like so much you can walk away for 20 minutes, come back, and wow, you gotta Swiffer that stuff off once again. And that doesn't even account for all the pet hair that's floating around the air because of all the pets running around. We have the AerClear by Clarifion something or other, and this is actually a triple filter air purification system with a pretty small footprint, so you can use it anywhere. Whether it's in the kitchen, the closet, the bathroom, the bedroom, the basement, the living room, the office, the garage, the possibilities are endless. The Filtration Technology uses a HEPA filter to pull in and trap airborne particles up to 0.3 microns in size, which can include dander, dust, pollen, and more. And it does all this while staying under 30 decibels in sound, so it's extremely quiet, so you can run it while you're sleeping at night. And speaking of sleeping with it at night, it also includes multiple color choices for colorful night lights. Personally, I'm hoping you're able to disable those because I don't need any more LED lights shining around my room while I try to sleep, because they start adding up and eventually it's like the sun shining in the window. We're also looking at 3 speed levels as well as 120 square foot of coverage, so we can actually take care of a decently sized room. Inside the box I have a user manual, as well as the actual 3-stage HEPA filtration system. And oh wow, I'm really liking the way this thing looks. It actually looks super awesome. The size is just right. You could fit it anywhere. As you can see, it looks like it's perfectly supposed to be here on this table. Just leave it in the corner if you want to have it on all the time. And the design of it just looks super nice. I'm very impressed so far. We have a nice glossy white finish going all around. We have the AerClear by Clarifion something or other. I still can't figure out what that says. Clarifion. Clarifion? Clarifion. Maybe. Up on top we have a bunch of different buttons here. We have a light button. So it does look like you can actually turn the lights off, which is great because I don't need any more lights. Unless I want lights, and maybe I'll use them. We have the sleep mode to keep it nice and quiet, 3 speeds for the fan, a timer that you could set for 2, 4, and 8 hours so it'll automatically turn off, a filter icon to let you know when to replace the filter, as well as the power button to turn it on and off. And just look at this nice big passageway for the airflow. Down over on the bottom, we have some more vents here to bring the air into the filter. Down on the bottom, we do have 4 feet. Keep it decently in place. If you really try to, you can push it. It's not super rubberized. It's more of like a foamy type material, but it gets the job done. And there's really nothing else to see except this long cable to plug it in. All right, so to access the filter, we go down here onto the bottom, and we have this little turning mechanism here. You can see it locks and unlocks. We're gonna turn it to the left. It's open, we can open up the bottom, pull the filter out, and we have to remove this plastic before we can actually use it. Looking on the inside, this is where all the magic happens. It sucks all the air in there through the filter and then back out clean air. Nice. All right, nice looking filter here. Very high quality HEPA filter, 3 stages of filtration, looking good. Uh-oh, does it matter if it's upside down? It looks the same. I didn't pay attention to how I took it out. We'll just slide it back in, put the lid back on. Oh, very simple, easy to do, and we're good to go. Nice, okay. Now one of the major drawbacks with this system is the cost. You have to pay for this first of all, and it does come with the filter. But then down the line when you need to replace the filter, they are pretty pricey at $50, which is almost half the price of the whole entire unit. So you gotta keep that in mind because every so often, I don't know if it's gonna be 3, 6 months, depending on how much filtration you actually need throughout your house and how often you have this on, you're gonna be replacing that filter every so often, and that price can start adding up. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get this plugged in and test it out. Ooh, we got some power. The LED light did light up, let's turn it on. This is the LED ring light that changes colors. As you can see, you can tap this, change the colors. We're on red, off. I don't know, I know you can change the color somehow. Hold it down, nothing's happening. Pretty sure you can change the color, what's going on? The fan speed is actually set to 2 right now and it's very quiet. Oh, it looks like you don't actually get to pick the color, it just cycles through all of them by itself, or you can turn it off. Or you can turn it off. There it goes, it turns off. So either have it off or have all the colors cycling through. That's actually pretty cool, I'll take that. Because I'm going to probably have it off most of the time anyways. But it's very quiet on fan speed number 2. Let's go up to number 3. You know what? It's actually not too loud. We're looking at 55 decibels on max fan speed, 35 decibels on fan speed number 1, and 45 decibels on fan speed number 2, so definitely not too loud. Now turning it into sleep mode, it looks like it puts it down to a really quiet level. Not even one of the fan speeds. This is a whole other level. It's going super softly. Like you can feel it coming out and it's doing its job, but it's completely quiet. We're looking at 35 decibels, although that could actually just be the room noise and actually nothing else. Okay, let's get it turned back on. We got the timer modes, 2, 4, and 8 hours. It'll automatically turn off. And that's basically it. Really, it's a very simple process. You turn it on, get it set up if you want a sleep timer on or not. Or I don't even know if it counts as a sleep timer, whatever timer you want it to be. It's up to you. And it's really just sucking the air in, passing it through the triple filtration system, and coming out the top back into the environment. Nice. The buttons work very well. It's definitely working. This is like having a fan. That's awesome. It's like having a fan that filters out the air. What else could you want? Now remember, the only thing is the filters are a bit pricey and you're gonna have to replace them down the road at least a few times if you plan to use this in the long term. Overall, the price of this itself isn't too bad, but when you see the filter price is almost half the price, it does kind of throw up a red flag and you're like, really? Should I just buy a whole nother unit? I don't think it's that bad, but you might be thinking that. Like, if your unit's getting old, you might want to just replace the whole thing by paying about double the price of the actual filter and getting a whole unit with the filter, right? All in all though, I'm hoping this gets rid of some of the dust in here because it's just terrible. I hate dusting all the time. But if this actually works really well, this filter is gonna be needing replacement probably in about a month because it literally gets that bad in here. But I'm looking forward to it. Now I know there are some other systems that throw out negative ions in the air, use charcoal filters. This is one of the more basic options where it's just a HEPA filter and none of that special magic stuff, which I would like. But for the price and the design and the features and the footprint, I think it's doing a good job for what it is.